Hey y'all, Crazy Eye from Crazy Eye Outdoors. So, this weekend's video is going to be on the coast, on the Georgia coast. It's we're heading over to Sapelo Island, a place I've been going to for many years. I love this place. It's basically it's one of our untouched barrier islands. Now it's getting built up, unfortunately. But right now, mostly the people who live there are either work for the state of Georgia. I think only 10% of the island actually is owned by civilian people. The other 90% state of Georgia. You'll get to see Reynolds Mansion. I'll probably drive around a little bit and I'm gonna show y'all a good bit of stuff. Like I say, the nice thing about it is it's not built up. You go on the beach, you may have 7 miles of beach all to yourself. I like that. Thank God, as you see behind me, is the ferry to get you over there. Don't see no bridges, do you? I like that. No bridges means no crowds, no people coming over stinking the place up. But anyway, some really cool people. I'll tell you more about the island and all. But right now, I got to go get on that big bass boat, or I'm gonna get left. I'll see y'all over on the island. All right, so we are at the government area. Having to fuel the bourbon up. The bourbon. Having to fuel her up. And we'll start doing some touring around.
I'm not gonna go out of your window.
Well, this will work. This way I actually can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is one of the old structures on the island. Don't remember exactly what it was as far as whether it was a slave quarter. I don't think it was. This looks too large, like an industrial something. Anyway, the wall you can see there has a lot of shell in it. It's a tabby, but it's called coquina. Anyway, pretty cool. So yeah, the noise is the tank we're in, the bourbon, but she's doing good. She's doing good. And as Guns N' Roses would say, you're in the jungle, baby. This place is beautiful. I mean, look at all this oak coverage.
good hunting area up in here. Bow hunting only, or bow and crossbow hunting only, unless you're on a quota hunt that has firearms. Probably 99% of the time you hunt here, it's going to be a bow or a crossbow. Bump. So we got our sailboat docked. And I would say our, that's somebody's. Oh, something hit the water. This is the dock you pull up to. This is Moses Hammock area. Moses Hammock, the hunt camp. All right, so as I was saying, this is Moses Hammock. It is a island off of the island. And they do quota hunts here. So it's a nice little place. I mean, it's beautiful. This is a beautiful place just to come camp. I mean, look at all the oaks and the moss, all the red bug factories. For those of y'all ain't from the South, don't know what red bugs are, it's the same thing as a chigger. You don't want anything to do with them. You can't even see them, but they'll burr into your skin and make you itch like crazy. Anyway, this is Moses Hammock, like I say. I think during the quota hunt, this building here is where you go do your sign in or yep, check station, that's right. And if you made it this far in the video, we're getting to the beach. We are going to go to the beach and you get to see how beautiful that is. But this is like my paradise right here. I got to put this on the video. Those trailers are what they'll take the quota hunters to different areas of the island to hunt. So they'll pull up behind that big tractor. And you got your bench you can sit on and get you down to wherever you're hunting. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the showers, maybe. Anyway, Moses Hammock. All right, y'all, do a little more driving. So this is the R.J. Reynolds Mansion. I know you can't see it well yet, but this is the tobacco magnate when he was alive. This was his mansion on the island, and you can do a Sapelo Island tour. It takes you all over the island, and this is one of the things you can actually go in and see, and it is way cool on the inside. I mean, dude had a cannon he would fire every morning just to wake people up, just to be obnoxious. But sorry if I'm making this kind of weird. Just trying to drive, watch the road, and not hit these oaks. So there is stuff in this mansion that's like those reddish colored vase things. What were those? Do you remember?
Sugar.
Sugar something.
Put sugar in them. They had a sugar factory.
Yeah.
On the other side of the island.
Okay, sugar factory on the other side of the island. I thought there was something else. But
No, they were
okay, cool. But yeah, that is the Reynolds Mansion. It is now owned by the state of Georgia. great state of Georgia. And I've missed showing you, we'll look at it maybe on the way back out. There is the University of Georgia's marine biology area, which used to be his play area. We'll show you that after a while. A little bit more of R.J. Reynolds Mansion and grounds. Don't remember exactly how large this thing is, but I'll put it in the video. But I'm pretty sure it's in the neighborhood. That's good. Neighborhood of 33,000 square foot. Beautiful. This place is awesome. This is the backside. This ain't even the front door. We're fixing to head down to the lighthouse. You get to see some of the lighthouse. So no, we're not going to go into the mansion. That's part of the tour. You don't just get to go in. Anyway, peace. Okay, so had to get out of the vehicle, try to get a little better shot, but I can't. Big beautiful oak right on the way. But look at these grounds, man. Whew. You can hunt this end of the island. You can't hunt the mansion area, but you'll see small deer in here a lot. Okay, this is the lighthouse, of course, on Sapelo Island, built, as the sign says, in 1820. So it says operated by, that wasn't the 1820s, Department of Natural Resources, but kind of wondering if they don't still use it sometimes. So this thing's been knocked down, rebuilt a few times, my understanding. I think hurricanes or whatever, old age. I mean, 1820, I think I'd be falling apart if I was the original structure. And let's see here. I want to show you something. So, I have mentioned with some of my additional videos and stuff, a thing known as Yaupon holly. That's what this is right here. So the leaves aren't sharp or whatever, but you have these berries, and this is the only plant in the United States that actually creates caffeine like you would have with a coffee bean. So the Native Americans of the East Coast were considered like the Rockefellers, I guess. You know, they were the rich Native Americans because of this plant right here. There was a drink called the black drink that would be made where they would boil this down till it was just pure black, and it was a whole thing of you would drink it to vomit, and that was part of some ritual. And its Latin name is Elixus vomitorium. Now you can make the non-black drink where you don't boil it down so much, and it's just a good caffeine drink. Anyway, back to the lighthouse. Got our cistern. And that thing's pretty. Don't know if y'all can see that very well, but so this is just a board to showing kind of a timeline of the lighthouse. 1808, state of Georgia cedes 5 acres on south end of Sapelo for U.S. lighthouse construction. Whoo! Was a whole $14,000 to build this thing. Wow, outrageous. There's a trail that direction. We're actually getting ready to head back to the mainland, so we're not going to walk down it, I don't think. But that goes out to an observation deck. And Dawn just took a trail back that way that goes to where there was, where the boats would come in and bring supplies or whatever off the river. Used to be a dock back here. Hey, just want to remind y'all, I'm a young channel. We're trying to build this thing up, and if you like the content, if you like camping, Okefenokee, the woods, and stuff like Sapelo Island, please like and subscribe, and there'll be more content coming. All right, y'all have a blessed day. All right, so this is the south end of the island. Nanny Goat Beach, that's what they call it. Awesome, man. Just a little board, I guess the state put up. Pretty cool. All the critters you can find. But here we go. Hopefully the sun isn't. Oh man, forgot the dock's messed up. Wow. Last year's hurricane. Nobody. Some people just left. But this is what I like. The beach all to myself. And you have the Nanny Goat Beach Pavilion. Couldn't think of the word. So as you can see down there, there's like a dock, a set of stairs coming out of the dunes. That is a trail that the state has. It's like a nature trail. Closed right now. They're having to rebuild a lot of stuff due to the hurricane 2 years ago. Your boardwalk over there off of the pavilion. So you have the little stairs right here now. Used to be you could walk all the way down to your car. Not so much now, but they're probably going to work on that too, I'm guessing. Nice. So yeah, we're out here on the beach. Just doing some walking around, trying to find the boss, my wife. So there is, I'll show you here in a minute, there is actually parts of an old wreck. I don't remember if it was, I don't think it's a shrimp boat, but it was some kind of, some kind of like fishing trawler or something. There's parts of it that are actually, basically it's buried under the sand, but there's parts of it sticking out, or pieces of it. Anyway, there was a boat a couple of years ago that actually was from the Miami area. It broke loose during a hurricane, made it this far, washed up on the beach. Nobody ever came to get it. I guess it was a loss, insurance loss. But anyway, we're just walking along. It's just nice to be out here. Nobody else. Be able to listen to the ocean. Freaking amazing. So yeah, here's something off the boat. I'm not sure if it was a holding tank for fish that were caught or whatever. Somebody has told me before, and I don't remember. Old, you know. Another section of it. Whole bunch of rigging pieces up way up there. So there was actually also at the very north end of the island, very first time I came, an airplane that had been buried by the shifting sands and everything. And so yeah, the fuselage of an airplane is at the north end of the island. I actually think it's in Blackbeard River now. The north section of the island changes so much. Same with this. Like, some of these sloughs weren't here 2 years ago. Or last year, I should say. As you see, there's the rigging I was talking about. Yep. But yeah, somebody had to set their plane down north end of the island, and basically it was a crash. 70s, I think. And it got covered up, then exposed, and now there's no telling where it is. And that is the dock for the nature trail. And as you see, all the way down the beach, chunks of this boat. So if you like looking for things like starfish, shells, or sand dollars, this place is loaded. The wife, she doesn't like to be on camera, so I'm not gonna turn around and show you, but she has a major handful of sand dollars right now, just walking down the beach. Just walking down the beach and seeing them. Oh, okay. I think they're in camera. Yep. That's all sand dollars she's found in the last 30 minutes, probably. So 1 year, it was conch shells. Full conch shells with the conch in them, but all up and down the beach. Another year, it was, what is that crab? Looks like a trilobite. I can't even think of it now. Nathan, you just be so scared of them. Horseshoe crabs. Horseshoe crabs all over the beach. 1 year it was starfish. Most of the time it's sand dollars, but you just have like an influx of something will show up. No, this is not a golf cart trail. We're not encroaching on the golfers. This is a road, a one-lane road through the spooky forest.
Enchanted forest.
Enchanted forest. With all the spooky trees, as my little girl would say. right, y'all. So this concludes the video pretty much. Fixing to hop back on that bass boat and skeet over back over to the mainland. But like I say, I love being over here. It's a beautiful place. This is the Sapelo Island dock area. Beautiful. There's the Anne Marie. That's one of the other boats. One of the other. You have the. Where's my finger? You have the Spartina, which is a University of Georgia boat. Anyway. All right. So y'all have a blessed day and more videos coming.